The Mountain Dew hit immediately on the Until Next Week podcast. Yes, we're back with episode 126 of the Until Next Week podcast. And yes, I did have a birthday this past week.
He's old now.
I know. And something in your old age is you need a lot of caffeine, a lot of coffee to stay alert. And I did that by going to 7 Brew and getting free drinks. Not one time, not 2 times, not 3 times. How many times do you think I went to 7 Brew on my birthday?
Knowing you and your family, 9 times.
It was 9 times.
You
yes.
nailed it.
I tried to make it 10, and I legit pulled up as they closed the door.
Yep.
So I got to be quicker than that. But I know. I mean, I still got 9, so it's okay. But we got a good episode in for you today. Dane, what's a random word?
Bachelor party, because that's where I should be right now.
Yeah, and we gotta end this intro in the episode. But thank you for listening to episode 126 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Yeah, we were supposed to be there at 6:30, and it is 6:52.
This is called communication issues. Because I reached out to you. I was like, hey, I'm pretty busy this week, but could we do Friday night or Saturday morning? And you're like, Saturday works great.
Yeah, I was like, Saturday's great.
And I'm like, okay, we'll do it Saturday. And then I came back with you because I want to have good communication. And I was like, Saturday might not work. Could you do Friday night? And you're like, yeah, let me send you an itinerary I didn't know about. And basically, I mean, you can explain it.
Well, I got the itinerary like today's Friday, so I probably got it Tuesday or Wednesday, and I probably got it Wednesday, and I'm working and doing youth ministry all day on Wednesday, and then I get it at some point during that day, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, dude, what? And I'm like, okay, well, recording's not going to work.
It is not a typical guy's bachelor party itinerary because guys' bachelor parties do not have itineraries.
They're usually not very organized.
Yeah, this one had it broken down by like the minute, and I still can't get off on the very first morning. It's 3 hours from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. to relax and eat breakfast.
It'll be fun.
How many guys will actually be up at 7 a.m.? Or will they force you, you got to get up? The itinerary says you have to be up at 7 a.m. so you can be relaxed and eat breakfast. So get up.
Yeah, that's tough. You're not going to find Dane up at 7 a.m.
Yeah,
on his day off.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, 3 hours to do that? Give me 22 minutes. That's all I really need.
I better be doing something really fun if I'm up at 7 a.m. on a Friday or Saturday. Those are the days I'm off.
I mean, what's more fun than just sleeping, honestly?
Yeah, Dane woke up at 8:20 or 8:30 this morning, and then I just kind of laid in bed until 9:15, and then got up, had 2 of my VA energy drinks, which they're not energy drinks. They're derived from black and green tea.
Shout out.
Thank you very much. And then went on a hot girl walk, and then I came.
And that is not with a hot girl. That is you, correct?
It was just me, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I walked 3.5 miles. And
is it, just to reiterate, is it you looking for quote-unquote hot girls, or is it you just being a hot girl walking?
A little of both, but definitely not neither.
Just had to clarify, had to make sure.
So it was a little of both. And then I came home, then I worked for a little bit. I'm trying to write a talk on something very specific. And so, and it's supposed to be a 30 to 35 minute talk. And I'm like,
nice.
And what it is we're going to camp, right? Summer camp is coming up.
Shout out.
And then this guy, we have a guest speaker coming in because they are tired of me talking.
Oh, not you. Okay.
And then I'm supposed to give a teaching over his teaching the night before, but purely application based.
Hold up. So you're giving a summary of his talk?
No, it's like a redo.
Okay.
Not a redo, but it's called an encounter talk, where I basically take his teaching that he gives the night before and I make it applicationable to the kids for 30 minutes. I'm like, what is this going to look like in your lives? And I'm like, and I have his 3 questions and the scripture he's going with.
So, but again, you're basically doing a summary of his talk.
Yeah. So, and the best part is I'm going to have no time to prepare this for real, because it's going to be he gives the talk, we go to our late night stuff and dinner, and then we go to bed, and then I wake up and we do a morning show, then 2 rec periods. Right after that, I'm giving my talk.
Do you feel like a summary over a sermon as a sermon, is that necessary?
I don't know. I'm not allowed to speak on it.
Yeah. Because did I tell you about that podcast situation with the Ghostrunners?
Mm-mm.
How they have their podcast, obviously.
Yeah.
But then someone made a podcast summarizing their podcast,
That's
which I'm
crazy.
like, that is crazy. But then, you know, you have to go down the rabbit trail.
Summary of a
Someone did release an episode where it's a summary of the summary podcast.
Oh my goodness.
And I think someone else might have mentioned, like in the comments, like, hey, when are you going to do this? I'm like, you got to wait until next week to see.
That's so true. We're never going to send you a summary.
Yeah. So it's like, it's getting crazy. But I do want that summary of the summary of the summary of the podcast because that one makes sense. The others, not so much.
If people ask me for a summary of this podcast, I'm just going to type back, figure it out.
Yeah, seriously. Something else that we are figuring out is our shirts. We've been talking about them. I've actually reached out to a lot of you because I have the shirt on right now. And wait for it. And I have your shirts. You had no idea.
I had no idea that he was handing this to me.
Yes. The Until Next Week podcast shirts
can't find it.
are official. They are real. And I've actually, Dane's one of the last people to know about it because I reached out to a lot of you.
So you're telling me that everybody else has the shirt before me?
No. They know about it. They're actually, the first shirt was given to a coworker, Nathan.
Unreal.
Because I picked him up that day. I was like, hey, I got the shirt. And I was like, you want to pay me? He's like, yeah. So he was the first one to get one. And I gave out to a few other people. And then I messaged everyone. Basically, everyone's paid at this point. I'll probably ship them off like tomorrow or the next day or something.
I love that this is like a classic black t-shirt because I can wear this with so many things.
And the logo is exactly the same as our writing on our podcast logo.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. UNW.
Until next week. Yeah. It's clean. It's very clean. And it's so clean that if you do want a shirt and you missed the initial order period, we do have extras. So there's not a lot of extras. So if you want one, you'll have to message hopefully quicker or sooner rather than later. It's $30 to have it shipped to you, $25 each for each extra one you want. Or if somehow you're in Springfield, they'll just be $25 straight up for a shirt.
And if you Venmo me $5, I'll sign it in a silver Sharpie.
Yes. If you want to send Dane money for signing it, you can do that. But everything else needs to go through me so I can track it properly. And then
or one Mountain Dew. I'll take that as well.
That would be wild. Yeah, I want my shirt signed by Dane. That would be crazy. Like, who's this guy? Yeah, he's just in a random podcast in Springfield.
I'm trying to think if anybody's ever actually asked for my autograph.
I think some kids have got confused. Back in the day, I would wear like Cardinals jerseys to Springfield games.
Because you're 6'6".
Yeah, but I'm like, no, I don't think I should sign this.
Is that Matt Holliday?
Yeah, I mean, I have more hair than Matt Holliday, so that's a plus.
True.
But yep, the shirts are in. They're very clean. They're nice, and thank you for all of you who have already purchased them because they will be coming to you soon. So shout out.
To a local mailbox near you.
I even told Lindsay, I'm like, don't tell Dane for some reason. I was worried that Michael might say something because when I texted you two the other day, I was like, hey, Michael, when are you in town? And I was like, can't actually message about the shirt thing here. So then I immediately texted him separately. And he's like, wait, do you need me in like tonight? Like, do you want me to jump out of the closet in the t-shirt? I'm like, no, don't need that. I'm just like, don't tell Dane, and then I can get you your shirt when you're in town. But he legitimately wanted to come here, get in the closet, and pop out with the shirt on.
I'm so glad that didn't happen.
It would have been crazy.
I ran 10 miles today and walked 3.5 more miles. I'm not like super energetic right now.
Yeah. But you do have the shirt, so shout out.
Even the shirt was too much for me.
Oh, my word.
I'm kidding. The shirt's great because I'll take it. Actually, I'll be wearing it and people will be like, oh, what's that? I'm like, how do you not know?
Yeah, it's the podcast. And you can have one as well if you'd like. Just please give us money.
I bet people
then we'll do it.
At my work will start listening because of this, and then this is how I get fired.
Yes, it's going to be great. So shout out. Even though people are drawing closer to Christ by listening to the podcast, because the amount of comments we have of people are like, Dane really uplifted me today. Like, you are preaching the gospel to all the nations.
That's because
of Missouri and surrounding states.
That's because I also support women, unlike Samuel.
I definitely do not surprise women. I support women. I support women. I said the wrong word there.
Guess what my last sermon was on to the kids?
Women?
Close. It was on Deborah and the Bible.
Ooh.
And I entitled
Big
it...
D. Sorry, not that. Big Deborah.
I entitled it Unlikely Heroes, and how Deborah was raised up to mock the passivity of men during the book of Judges and the people of Israel. And then I said, boys in the room, we need to have a frank conversation right now.
Yeah.
Passivity cannot live in your life. It will destroy your life. In fact, I don't know how much I believe this, but there's an argument to be made that all bad things are because of passivity within men specifically. Specifically Adam in the garden when...
He's like, Eat the apple if you want.
Eve wasn't there when God said, don't eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Adam was, and then it says that the serpent deceived Eve, she ate it, and Adam was standing right there.
Adam, what are you doing?
Adam's like, yeah, this seems cool. Let's eat it.
It's like, I'm curious. Like, what happened? Does she blow up? I don't know.
Yeah. So passivity within men, trash can emoji.
That's crazy. Some other kind of updates from the week is, yes, we already mentioned it was my birthday. So I do some birthday activities, one of which was going and using a claw machine.
You took pictures like a white girl, too.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting there. But I did at that Andy B's place, that bowling alley local place.
B's.
They also have like arcades and stuff. And for your birthday, if you're like signed up, you get like $20 or $25 in like gift cards to use at the arcade.
It is also my birthday.
And I was doing like the coin slot machines or whatever they have there.
Yeah, no
but
shit.
then I'm like, they have a little rubber ducky, like claw machine thing.
Dang it.
And I'm like, they're all like SpongeBob themed.
Was
like,
Lauren with you?
She was not.
Wow.
Big
fan.
Well, I need to have enough money to use on the claw machine to hopefully get some ducks. And if she was there, I'd have to spend more money for her to do whatever.
To miss the ducky.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
That's what he means.
But on my very first try, I did get one of the ducks.
Ooh.
What do you think this duck was?
Wait, you said SpongeBob themed?
Yeah, so it's SpongeBob theme, so you have a big hint. So which character do you think it was?
It's one of the characters of SpongeBob?
Yes.
Okay.
3 guesses.
Okay. Mr. Krabs.
No.
Dang it. Patrick.
It's not one of the main characters.
Oh, it's not?
Yes. So last guess.
Gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, that's part of the guessing.
Okay. Larry the Lobster.
Not far off.
Really?
It was
Mrs. Puff.
Mermaid Man.
Mermaid Man.
Yes. And then
That's
I
the worst
tried
one.
to get Barnacle Boy,
Dang
but
it.
he was not in a great spot. So I kept on playing like a little bit longer. And eventually I did get Mr. Krabs.
That's okay.
So I have Mr. Krabs and Mermaid Man. They did have the villain from SpongeBob.
Man Ray.
Yeah, Man Ray. They did have him, but a
Man
lot
Ray,
of those
the Dirty Bubble, and somebody else.
Yeah, they weren't in a great position to get. So at some point, I do have credit, so I could go back there and try to get some more ducks. Currently, I have them in the front of my vehicle like a Jeep person would.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not a Jeep person.
That's what your Instagram was about.
I posted about it. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Said,
there you
does
go.
this make me a Jeep person now?
Yeah. So that was pretty fun. And then also, like, the big thing of my birthday week was I went to Kansas City to see Ben Rector with Lauren and some other friends.
Whoa.
And a part of this Kansas City trip, I had to get barbecue at the best place in Kansas City, which is
Q39.
Joe's. Which is where, like, a lot of times they talk about, like, Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce or other famous celebrities or athletes go there to get the barbecue.
You've only listed bums so far.
I said, or other celebrities. So that could be whoever.
Other actual celebrities.
Yeah. I mean, I went there.
Like Dakota Rain.
And they have this really good sandwich called the Z-Man. So if you ever go there, get the Z-Man and also get fries. Fries are very good. We didn't get fries because I'm cheap, but also Lauren wanted a potato salad. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Lauren looks like a potato salad.
That was uncalled for. Like I said, no, she does not.
Lindsay has a potato head.
Oh, my word. So anyway, so we got the barbecue, and I also saw a friend, Keaton, who I've not seen in like a couple of years, very close friend. And
Keaton Bliss.
Not that Keaton.
Dang
This is
it.
the Keaton that
Love
you do
Keaton
not know. But got to meet his newborn son, who is like a year old. I have not seen him in 2 years, so he's newborn to me. And then
That's
also,
new.
yeah, new enough.
That's new.
So that was pretty cool. And then eventually we went to the concert.
Nice.
And you know, most people just go to the concerts just to enjoy it, nothing too crazy.
Not
But
Samuel Sin.
I decided to take it another notch. Ben Rector
crowd-surfed.
had I I almost could have. I could have had an opportunity, maybe.
It's my birthday.
But he's got a song called "I Got It Bad for You."
Whoa!
And part of this song is like he's dressed up in like this outfit that's like a khaki jacket and like a colorful kind of like undershirt and like jeans and white shoes and a Coca-Cola hat. And I think I mentioned this briefly last week, but I did go dressed up as Ben Rector.
Yes, this is the white girl photos. Yes.
And Ben Rector also wore this basically exact same outfit on stage minus the hat, because the hat he only wore in the music video. And I was taking pictures everywhere.
I've seen all of them.
Multiple, like around Kansas City, doing the exact pose that Ben Rector has done in his outfit, posting them, trying to get Ben Rector's attention. And also, like, I tagged like his opener and like his saxophonist, just hoping someone would be like, Ben, look at this guy. Check him out. And no one I thought had seen the outfits. So I just kept on taking pictures and posting it to get kind of annoying. But anyways, The concert starts kind of beforehand. Like a few people are giving me looks like, "Hey, nice outfit. You kind of look like Ben." I'm like, "I know, I know." But a lot of people have not been to the concerts yet, so they don't know.
Been to the concerts.
Oh,
yeah.
True.
See,
they don't know that he's going to be dressed exactly like that. So then, after the concert, which was a great concert, very great performance by Ben Rector, he wrote a song all about Kansas City, which was kind of interesting.
How trash it is?
That might have been part of it. I didn't interpret it maybe completely like that, but it was pretty solid. We also sat in the balcony, and it's like a very old theater. So when people are like jumping, you could feel it moving like up and down. I'm like, we might die. We might die.
Guys, jump higher.
And like sometimes you look to your side, I'm like, I don't really see people jumping. I don't know why we're moving this much. Like if we all jump at the same time,
it's the Earth.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Works.
I think that is how it works. But anyways, great performance, great concert by him once again. But then afterwards, so we're going like in the lobby. Then that's when people are like really looking and like, oh my gosh, look at him. People, I think I could kind of see him like sneaking pictures here and there, and I'm like trying to pose a little bit, and they're like, man, he looks a lot like Ben Rector.
Man, Ben's just such a cool guy.
Yeah, and like afterwards, I'm like, I want to try to meet Ben Rector. It's not very likely at all.
Run past security.
I want to be like, look at me, I'm you. And I started walking just like briefly around this like downtown like theater, and like immediately I'm like, that's his opener. Like his opener is just like standing on the sidewalk, and I'm like, there's a door right there. They left through this door.
He has to come out
this door.
There's
a very, very good chance he'll walk out this door, because also he doesn't do like meet and greets or anything. So it's very difficult to meet Ben Rector. Like if you go on his tagged photos, there's very few of him with just like random fans. So I walk by, I end up getting a picture with like the opener, and they're like, dude, we had to do a double take. We thought you were him. Like we thought you were Ben. And this is the opener who's been touring with him for a while now. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then again, like I was waiting outside, and like multiple people again were saying stuff to me. Some people like drove by, and they're like, you did a great job or something.
Thank you.
I know you're talking about my outfit. I'm sure you don't think I'm Ben Rector or whatever else. But that was just kind of a cool experience. But then we kind of waited and waited and waited. And after like 20, 30 minutes, like all of a sudden, like Ben Rector pops his head out. He's like, hey guys, because he's kind of like an introvert. And I think he realized like, I probably need to say hi to the 15 people out here just in case, take some pictures. And after about 5 seconds of him being out, he sees me and he just looks shocked. He's like, what? That's the whole hat. I don't even own the hat you're wearing. He's like, I borrowed that from my photographer. It was like this old Coca-Cola one. He's like, can I take a picture of you and send it to him? So I'm just like,
yes.
Yes. Do you want me to wear the sunglasses? He's like, sure, why not? So Ben Rector's taking a picture of me.
So there's a pretty decent chance that there's a picture of Samuel on Ben Rector's phone.
Yeah, unless I doubt he would have deleted it right away, because he was just like, whoa.
Hopefully he forgot.
He was so incredibly shocked, and he just kept saying like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, I did it. Got the whole thing. I don't know if I mentioned like, yeah, got the jacket from Macy's, got this from like eBay, but it was like hilarious seeing his expression. And then got a picture with him, with Lauren and everything, and then kind of went our way. And then as I walked away, I'm like, dang it. I started thinking of all the things I should have done. I'm like, I should have had him either sign the hat, or I should have like somehow like offered him the hat and be like, hey, you want this hat?
Or signed your stomach.
Or done something, because I didn't have anything to like get signed by him. And I'm like,
the hat would have been perfect.
And I was so mad. And then, I didn't go back right away. Eventually we got to the car and tried to drive back by. At that point, he was already gone. I'm like, oh yeah, dang, I really messed this opportunity up, because again, I'm not going to wear that hat probably like again, unless I go to like another concert.
Not with that attitude.
But I'm like, that would have been so cool, having him sign the hat, or even like offering him the hat. Like, hey, do you want it?
Do you want
like,
to trade hats?
Like do some sort of trade. But that was a very cool experience for sure. And then
swap phones.
Yeah. And I saw later, because I posted like this journey in like the Facebook Ghostrunners, like Facebook group. I don't know if I said that right, but the Ghostrunners Facebook group. And I posted a picture with Ben, and someone posted like, I saw you last night, and said, we didn't just walk past Ben Rector, did we? I didn't want to say her, but the outfit was impressive. I'm like, dang it, let's go.
You should have said to Ben like, oh, I took some photos in it earlier. I could send them to you if you want.
Well, I mean, I kept tagging him. I'm like, you have to see these. I was really hoping he would repost one, because a lot of times he reposts like a few stories from the tour. And I'm like, I'm literally dressed as you. Oh, yeah. Repost these. So I'm hoping he probably saw them at some point. I don't really know, but it was just a very cool experience in general, and just like seeing his shocked face where he was just like,
It was
"What?"
shocking.
Yeah, he just had like no idea, and then the hat just threw him for a spin because again, this hat's probably 30 years old. But that was just a very, very good experience.
You're 30 years old.
I'm not 30 years old.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
But yeah, that was basically it. It was just a very good time posting pics, taking pics with Ben,
You
seeing
should
the
have tackled
concert.
him.
That would have been good. And people are like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, that Ben's
just
oh,
Who do we pull
Ben's
off of who?
I don't know. He's in the outfit because the other guy he's attacking changed, and he's not. Who is Ben?
Oh, why does he keep screaming, I'm Ben Rector?
Yeah. So
No, I'm Ben Rector.
that could be the title of the episode. I'm Ben Rector. Who knows?
Exactly.
But yeah, did a few other things in Kansas City, played some games like in the park the next day with some of our friends, and then kind of went home, and that was about it. But overall, very successful weekend. Second time I've met Ben Rector randomly at a concert, and feeling pretty good. Hopefully, if I go to one more tour or one more show on this tour, I'll wear the same outfit again if I go, and maybe he'll be like, "Do you want to be best friends?"
Hey, this guy, he did this again.
Yeah, like, hey, you. Or maybe everybody will dress as Ben Rector now.
Yeah, they now see it, and they're going to hear it on this podcast. They're
Yes.
going to do it.
Yeah. So
Because they know doing that gets you clout.
true. And that's all my updates. And I talked for a while, and I think I should let you talk really quick. Or however long you want to talk.
Well, I basically already said all mine. I'm going to a bachelor party this weekend.
Yep.
A bunch of things around there. It's Memorial Day weekend, so happy Memorial Day weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, so we're going to have this come out on the
Memorial
usual day.
Yeah, same day we like always post it for the most
Because we
part.
take no days off.
Yeah, it's a grind.
And then I have camp coming up, so that's the only thing I can think about is what I'm doing at camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we have tornadoes here.
Lots of tornadoes.
We have a record of tornadoes. Like this is the most since 2011.
When the Joplin tornado hit. And I'm sure
Exactly.
all you people have heard about the Joplin tornado.
It was like the 5th biggest tornado in history.
It wasn't good. And you can quote me on that.
Yeah, it was crazy. And what was it? I drove to Joplin. What was it? Like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so that would have been however many years post.
11 years after.
Yeah, 11. It was more like it would have been like 12 years past.
Yeah.
The Joplin tornado, and I drove out there, and there's still areas that have damage, like
crazy.
from the Joplin tornado.
Yeah.
And this is 12 years later.
Yeah.
And you can tell the side of town that's like new because it had to be rebuilt.
Yeah.
After the tornado ripped through there.
This is going to maybe sound bad.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. The last time the Cardinals won the World Series was 2011.
Wow.
And that's when all the crazy tornadoes happened. This year's the most tornadoes there's been since 2011. We're playing pretty good. We're going to win the World Series.
I don't know about that.
It has to happen now.
Well, we'll talk about that in our sports talk.
Okay.
Because you know what else is happening?
What else is happening? Did you see me trying to change the buttons? And actually, it was still there. You could have just clicked it. I didn't even have to change.
I thought it was the second one down.
No, it's the orange button. The orange looks like rust, and gears are rusty, and it grinds your gears.
My knees are kind of rusty.
I know. Man. Crazy stuff.
Jack thinks I need to lift more.
Jack thinks a lot of things.
Yeah, Jack does think a lot of things.
Speaking of Jack, you know what grinds my gears and what grinds his gears and what he mentioned to me earlier today? He's like, do you know where I'm going? I'm going to California. Florida to California. You can't be a Florida man going to California.
No.
It doesn't work.
Yeah,
it's not
polar
right.
opposites. They're crazy. They're the ends of the spectrum. There's Florida crazy, and then there's California crazy.
So are you saying that Jack is on the spectrum now?
I didn't say that.
Or he's all over the spectrum?
I'm saying that in this specific spectrum of crazy, he's on the Florida-leaning side, and then Michael Fuller's on the California-leaning side.
He's saying that you and Michael are on the spectrum, which
they are the standard.
Aren't we all?
I'm on the Missouri standard.
Yes, Missouri standard.
If you will.
Nice. The only thing that really grinds my gears is quick, like baseball related talk. Ronald Acuna Jr., one of the best players in baseball recently. He won
Not better than
MVP
me.
2 years ago. He had a big injury last year. He came back today when we're recording.
True.
And again, I have a fantasy baseball team. I've had him on my team, but I did not activate him to play today because I'm like, you don't want to start a guy the first day they're back because so much crazy stuff can happen. And then as we started recording, we got a notification. It was like, first pitch Ronald Acuna Jr. sees, he hits a towering home run. And I'm like, dang, I should have trusted him. He's the GOAT.
I don't know about the GOAT, but
he's very, very good.
He's not better than me.
Oh, no, I mean, obviously. I would have had you, but you weren't available to pick up on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I'm still in the cancer IL.
Yeah.
List.
The other thing that grinds my gears is the DMV.
Don't go there.
And not the wait time, because I went there and not immediately, I only had to wait like 2 minutes to go up to the counter to get my license renewed. But what grinds my gears is after you do everything, and one of the things is like you have to look at the signs again, which it feels like a pop quiz or whatever, because I'm like,
I'm not looking at no signs.
I'm like, I think that's yield. I think that's merge, etc. And I passed, which was good.
Nice.
But at the very end, you have to sign your name on like a touch screen with your finger.
Yeah. And that's going on your license.
They changed something on those, because in the past, I was able to sign my signature cleanly. It took no time at all. I tried my signature 25 times. I think the person was starting to get frustrated with me. I'm like, it's not working. Like I signed like part of my first letter of my name and it just like cuts off like each time. And after like 25 times, I finally sort of made it legible and it just looks trash. And I almost clicked redo one more time. I'm like, I shouldn't do it. And then I clicked, it was okay, and immediately regretted my decision. And now that's going to be my license for 6 years. And it just looks bad. Well, so bad.
You're telling me the person at the DMV doesn't love their job?
Well, I mean, I was nice and everything was good. But then when you try to sign your name 25 times because the screen is horrible, like why wouldn't you have like one of the little stylists or something that you can sign your name easy?
Could.
It was a horrible system.
This is supposed to be a horrible place, so why would they have a stylist?
And you know, I think they intentionally made it worse when I walked up, because they're oh, this guy, he only had to wait like 2 minutes. He was He got to watch Encanto on TV for 2 minutes.
It's Encanto.
I know. I wanted you to correct me. I took Spanish
Samuel
up to level
hates
5. No, don't
Hispanic
even say.
people.
No, don't even say this. And I know it is Encanto. I took up to Spanish 5. I just said it weird on purpose.
Encanto.
But they're like, man, he's probably having too good of a time. Let's make his signature level hard. 10 out of 10, make it impossible to write this and just frustrate him to know that we are truly the boss.
Well, Katy Perry told me that what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. So,
not her.
You don't know that.
It's Kelly Clarkson.
It could have been Katy Perry, though.
No, she talks about fireworks. She's a big July 4th fan. She likes Independence Day, okay?
Katy Perry is the Kelly Clarkson of this generation.
She kissed girls and she liked it.
We're moving on to my grinding my gears.
Okay, go to your grind your gears.
Very similar to that. Moving. I hate moving.
Because your gears get grinded.
Jake's Body Shop.
Oh.
Bought a house, made us move in there. He didn't make us. He goes, hey, you guys move in here. And I was like, I'd rather give you money than some stranger.
He said there was electricity, though.
There is electricity now.
And Wi-Fi. And water.
Was after a little bit, yes.
Okay.
So the night we moved in, there was no washer, dryer, the water wasn't on, the Wi-Fi wasn't on, there was no doors, there was no blinds, there was no door. Oh, there was the front door. That was about it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Everything was just moved into the garage and dropped there. I set up my bed. We moved until 2 a.m.
Nice.
And I set up my bed and just went straight to sleep. That was crazy.
And that was on May 15th. Right. It was Thursday.
It was May 15th. Yes.
We had different days because that was my birthday and I was getting coffee everywhere while you were
moving. Yeah. I also wanted to go to our young adults ministry that night. Didn't do that either.
Shout out.
But yeah, so that was crazy. And yeah, just moving in general, like you pack up all your stuff and inevitably there's just no way that you're going to end up with the things that you packed. You're like, where's this thing? Don't know. It's just gone. And I'm like, I kind of need it. And I'm trying to think of the most recent thing.
Underwear.
No, it's
socks.
I think it's shampoo. I'm just like I have a specific shampoo, and I'm like, man, where is this at? I'm like, I have no idea. Legit. Oh, our bath mats, like the ones you stand on whenever you're drying off.
Suave shampoo. Is that what you use?
No, I use Native because I get chemical burns. But no, our bath mats. I'm like, where are those? They're just gone. It's just crazy. All my eye drops. I know where all my pills are. So that's good.
That is good.
But also, you know what else grinds my gears?
What else grinds your gears, Dane?
Reading! I hate reading.
But it's part of your job.
My boss is like, hey, you need to read this book, and I need to read this book, and I need to read this book. And I'm like, reading is the most inefficient way to learn information.
And they're like, Dane, we just asked you to read the Bible.
I read the Bible because I have to read the Bible. I don't have to read the Bible.
But want to.
I want to read the Bible to become more like Jesus. But I don't want to read all these other books about other random things from people who were writing it in the 1960s. It's like I read it and then I'm like, they're like, hey, you need to finish this like 8,000 page book by tomorrow. And I'm like, by 8,000 page book, I mean like 150 page book.
Yeah.
And I'm such a slow reader.
And I'm sure they only gave you a day to read it.
Nah, they gave me like a week.
Okay.
And I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not some speed reader genius person. I'm a person who reads, and then I'm just like, what did I read? I better read that again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been 10 days. Better pick that book up again. Reading isn't real. Reading is racist towards redheaded people. I said it.
Took a turn.
Yeah.
That will not be the episode title.
Reading and moving gets me worked up.
Wow.
Really jazzes me.
I think we might need to change the segment before it gets too bad. We can't do that. I'm sorry.
We're doing it.
No, we can't.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum. You keep doing it.
Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, where we talk about everything that is sports related except
Samuel, let me play the
song. No, because we have to change it because Joshua Schmitz warned us.
I'm sorry that he's not friends with Spotify.
He's like, yeah, I got taken down. You could be next. I'm like,
I'm friends with the Spotify law.
I don't want to be taken down.
Spotify,
like Joshua
if you take
Schmitz
us down,
was.
I'm coming for you.
I think that's why our Joshua Schmitz episode went off, because people are like, where can I get the Jay Schmitty now? Like, I have to listen to the Until Next Week podcast because he just keeps getting taken down. But yeah,
he
sports
is a smooth
talk.
criminal.
Pete Rose is back.
Yeah, he is.
He's not alive, but he is unbanned by the Major League Baseball.
Pete Rose
deal.
died?
Yeah, he's been dead for a while.
Like a couple years?
Like a year or two.
Okay.
Do you not know that?
It seems vaguely familiar.
Yeah, he died.
I don't remember it specifically.
But basically, he's been banned from baseball, which means he couldn't get elected to the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame because he gambled at some point during his sports career, more so when he was like a manager, I guess. And there's been a lot of controversy because he has more hits than any baseball player ever. And people are like, he should be in the Hall of Fame. They're like, no, he's banned. It's like, he should be in the Hall of Fame. Like, no, we already said he's banned. Like, no, he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's banned. And then eventually they're like, okay, if you are banned from baseball for life and then I guess you die, then you're no longer
like, what's
banned.
the point now? I don't understand.
Yeah, so basically he's eligible now to be elected to the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, and I think he probably will be among like other players too.
I can see it, yeah.
I mean,
because it's like more of a player thing.
Yeah, I think people would rather vote for him than a lot of people who have had like steroid issues.
Oh yeah, him over Barry Bonds for sure.
Yeah, and Barry Bonds is close to getting elected in.
Yeah, Barry Bonds was really good without steroids.
Yeah,
too.
So I think Pete Rose will get elected, so that's pretty cool. Also, some more sports talk. Caitlin Clark is back.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she's back. WNBA. And Angel Reese still hates her.
Angel Reese is a bum.
Did you see? I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but I'm assuming you saw the quote unquote like flagrant foul.
Yeah,
where she like went for the ball and then Angel Reese flopped hardcore, and then she got up, started yelling at Caitlin, and Caitlin just like walked away.
Tried to get in Caitlin's face, and I was like, "Wow, Angel Reese is such a bum." I'm like, if you guys are at home right now, look it up on your Instagram or your TikTok, and it's a regular like foul, and Caitlin addresses it in the media afterwards. She goes, it's a take foul. It's something that's in every like basketball level ever.
It definitely didn't look like flagrant level or whatever.
She like slapped her arms because it was going to be a like easy layup for Angel Reese if Caitlin didn't do anything. So it's called take foul. You're fouling on purpose so you don't get an easy shot here. And then Angel Reese just falls down. And Angel Reese also is...
oh my word. This is go downhill.
She was like the first person to be like 4 for 17, but get her own rebound every time.
Yeah. She's very tall and she can get a rebound, but
she gets her own rebound. She gets 4 rebounds per shot, possession.
I think someone might have pointed out though, it's like maybe she shouldn't have like even like tried to do anything because she probably would have missed the free throw anyway, or not free throw, like layup.
She's a real she might have missed the free. She does it all the time. I see clips of it all the time where people make fun of her because she's so bad at basketball.
Yeah, but she still does pretty well and makes a lot of money anyways.
Angel's mad because the league is built on Caitlin Clark's back.
Yeah.
And Angel's like, well, I'm that good too. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Not close.
And she definitely realizes it now. She just doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So
there's like it took Caitlin Clark 42 games to have.
No.
Oh, you have it.
No, don't. You didn't hear anything. That might be coming up later in little known facts. I thought you might also bring that up when I start talking. I'm like, you might make it out of this alive. But just forget everything you just heard.
Well, what about Steph Curry's shoes?
Yeah. So again, I took off like the whole work week this past week because of my birthday and just I wanted some time off. And I went to like one of those like Marshalls type stores, so like Ross.
Yes.
And they have like the random shoes you can get. And rarely do they have decent shoes that are my size.
Usually ugly or not your size.
But this time they had Steph Curry basketball shoes that were maroon, kind of like Missouri State colors. Dude. And they fit. And I'm like, now I can wear basketball shoes when I play pickup basketball.
Yeah.
When do you think the last time I played pickup basketball was?
Never.
I think it was a year ago.
Dang it. I have 2 pairs of Steph Curry shoes whenever I play basketball.
Yeah. But I'm now I actually want to play some pickup basketball because they're like nice shoes. They were like $50 or $60. And I saw online like the cheapest you could buy the same pair was like $100+ So I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I usually go there too. And I'll just kind of pay attention. And I bought a pair of Steph Curry's off of Jake's Body Shop.
Yeah,
and then I bought one at Ross's.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I could have bought them off of Jake's Body Shop because these were 14s.
Yeah.
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 Would have been a little tight.
Jake's Body Shop is 5'6".
Yeah.
He's 5'8".
That's like that's kind of low. But yeah, that's all my sports talk. What about you, Dane?
The NBA is wild, wacky, and rigged.
And the playoffs.
Yeah.
Wait, is rigged?
It's super rigged. But
explain.
So,
LeBron's not there.
Yeah, LeBron's not there, but it's still rigged. So the playoffs are crazy. We're down to the Final Four, and the Knicks had an all-time collapse the other night. Talk about it at your local water cooler and do like a choking emoji and say this was the Knicks in Game 1. And then, but it doesn't matter because Oklahoma City is going to sweep whoever they play. They might sweep the Timberwolves, and then if they play the Knicks, they'll sweep them for sure. If they play the Pacers, I don't know. The Pacers can at least take care of the ball.
Wait, but how could they be rigging it for the Thunder?
No, they're not rigging it in this way.
Oh.
So the way they are rigging it, though, is in the lottery. Wow. So are you welcome? Put on your tinfoil hats, kids.
Is this about the lottery we talked about last week?
Yeah, but this is more evidence that it's rigged.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Newly brought up evidence that it's rigged.
Dane, what's this new evidence?
So we all know how the what's their faces?
Mavericks.
The Mavericks got the #1 pick after trading Luka Doncic to LA. Wow. Does that seem like a coincidence? I think not.
Oh.
Because right before that, the newest star, Anthony Davis, gets traded to LA. What happens right after that?
What happened?
New Orleans Pelicans gets the #1 pick. Right after that. And then what happened right before that?
I don't know.
Chris Paul gets traded to LA. And what did the team that traded him, it was also New Orleans, get in return for that?
What did they get?
Also the #1 pick. And
I'm done with that. Sorry.
Who are these people every time? Oh, they're the newest generational talent that's coming out of college.
Crazy.
Every time.
Crazy.
And so here's what happens. A new generational talent's coming out. They're like, hey, trade your current superstar to LA, usually the Lakers, and that way reviving the Los Angeles market for the NBA so that ratings can go up, and we'll give you the #1 pick in return. And you'll get a player, like Anthony Davis got traded to Dallas too, so you'll get a player in return, and then you can use this #1 pick to get another generational player and add to your team. You'll be pretty good.
And also, that'll make their ratings go up also.
Yeah, your ratings will go up too. LA's will go up. We all win here, right? You need to do it. It's rigged.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also rigged because in 1993, they froze an envelope in the bag whenever they used to pull out of a bag.
Yeah.
And it was so that the Knicks could get Patrick Ewing.
Well, maybe they
It's crazy.
Maybe they froze the envelope because then they'd get freezer burn and they wouldn't grab it. They were trying to stop them from picking that envelope.
I'll stop them from picking that envelope.
I think Patrick Ewing played earlier than the 93, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I was guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
He probably got drafted in like 88.
Yeah, I think his rookie year might have been the same one as MJ.
MJ's was 84 or 83.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
84.
We're not
84.
Yeah,
was MJ's rookie year.
We're not complete experts.
Hakeem was the #1 pick in Jordan's draft.
I think, which is still a very good pick.
Yeah, he was amazing. He won 2 championships.
Yeah, so cool.
What's
Anything
next,
else?
Samuel?
Well, I think it is that time of day for us to click the other button.
You pressed the wrong button.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't, you don't, God does, but he's not telling.
But what we are telling,
Lindsay Reed wants us to sing all of our segments.
like,
She thinks it's hilarious.
oh, so she likes those two?
She loves like me singing terribly is what it is. On the next
we
one.
could, whenever we have a little more time, Really, I just need to find a good beat, and then we could probably do it.
Yeah.
Those two turned out really well. I really like that one. I need to do the Ford truck month or whatever. Yeah, whatever that is.
Chevy Silverado with 4-door horsepower. The
You can put your
Proto package.
Put your rifle in the back and shoot it out the window as needed.
You can drink a beer, slam it on your head, grab your gun, and shoot a tree.
while
'Cause
driving.
all with a mullet.
It's pretty fun. That's cool though.
I drive a lifted truck because I'm 5'2".
And that was our main segment.
Yep.
No, not. Our main segment is going to be
Somebody with a mullet.
True. This is going to be Dane's Mount Rushmore of the new Morgan Wallen album. And also featuring Samuel and asking, how many songs is too many?
So I know how many songs are on there.
Yeah.
But also the new Morgan Wallen album came out last Friday, so it's been a week, and it took me a while to get through it.
Yeah, because there's so many songs.
There's so many, yeah. I went on 3 different runs listening to part of it every time. So with Morgan Wallen, I hate how much I do like him, but this album overall, actually, I'll give the rating after I say these Mount Rushmore of songs that I have from the album. And so the first one is like one of my new guilty pleasure songs.
And if you want to get into Morgan Wallen, listen to what Dane wants, because it'll help you more in understanding what the best songs are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how our ranking works.
I'm just a country boy.
Yeah.
So the song that's my new guilty pleasure, I'm like, you know what? This one kind of vibes a little bit. It's called LA Night. It's all about how he goes out to LA
And throws some chairs off the roof.
He's sitting on the balcony.
Oh, of course.
Writing a song to a girl, and how he's writing a country boy is writing an LA girl a song, and then he said it's 3:15, so they're up at 3:15 a.m. And then he said, "You're too pretty to be going to bed."
And that's your number one favorite song.
No, that's not number one.
Oh,
That's
number 5?
That's probably number 4.
Okay. Oh, yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore. Sorry.
Number 3 is Whiskey in Reverse. So
it means after you drink too much alcohol, you puke it up?
kind of. So
I want to guess each song, so that was my guess there.
Okay, that actually is a good way to do this.
Okay.
So Whiskey in Reverse is all about how he ends up drinking too much, and then he has like things going wrong in his relationship, and then the things going on in his relationship cause him to drink more, and then she ends up leaving him, but he basically sings it in reverse, where he's like, your car door slams, you come back inside, I pull my fist out of the drywall, it's healing a couple weeks post after this, and now I'm pouring myself a drink, but now we're arguing in the kitchen once again, and it's all about that, and now this is what would happen if I could drink whiskey in reverse.
Oh.
So it's basically just like
drinking whiskey in reverse.
kind of a twist on a classic country like theme. Yeah.
Okay.
Drink
Okay.
too much, do something stupid, girl leaves. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
And then probably the main song from this.
I thought you were on number 2 now.
Well, I am at number 2, but it's
yeah.
not my number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. My number 1 or my number 2.
Okay, and I'll make my guess.
My number 2 is called. I don't know which one I want to pick. I know what
That's
my
a
number
long.
1 is.
Oh, that wasn't the title.
Yeah, it's not that one. I don't know. I like. There was not a lot that I liked on here. Probably Revelation.
Revelation.
Yeah.
Ah, so he is a Christian.
Well,
That's pretty big.
so
So he's big in the end times. Does he believe it's actually literal, or does he believe it's more of like figurative?
I wouldn't listen to it for theology.
Okay.
Is what I would say.
Okay, so what's it about?
He does have a song that I'm like, you know what? That's not the worst theology I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's on his previous album. I can't remember what it's called, but
And
it's actually a good song.
Always something you want to hear. Like, that's not the worst theology I've heard.
Yeah.
That helps you learn.
It's actually pretty solid. Don't think Jesus. Basically,
okay.
how you don't deserve anything except for all these things. And actually, if we were God, like you would get all these things of what you actually deserve, but that ain't how Jesus does it.
So what's Revelation about?
Revelation is kind of like about things ending, and he barely like talks about God and then talks about like a girl again.
He's probably like, I'm writing so many songs. I need to find some word. He used Chat GPT. And he's like, hey, what's something about like end times?
I'm changing my pick. Number 2.
Oh my word.
Changing my pick.
So now this is like number 5?
No.
Revelation?
Revelation was that one. My number 2 pick is Skull, Chevy, and Browning.
Skull, Chevy, and Browning.
Yep.
So my guess is he's going on a drive And all of a sudden, he sees he's in Death Valley. He's like, whoa, why are there's all these skeletons around here? That's not good. And then he's like, well, I guess I'll get out my Chevy. But as he's doing that, and what's the last word he said?
Browning.
Yeah, and he's like, dang it, I got lost. Where my truck go? I did not wear my sunscreen. I'm starting to get a deep tan, and I'm browning. Is that what it's about?
Not even close.
The
only thing you got right was Chevy, because that was very obvious.
Wow. Okay.
So Skull is a chewing tobacco brand. Right?
Oh,
so
it's not about scoliosis.
No, it's about Skull Wintergreen. And Browning is a gun brand. It's actually a really expensive gun brand.
Okay. So he did shoot someone, and that's where the skulls come from.
Kind of. It's all about how he's hanging out with his uncle, and his uncle is like seeing him grow up now. And is like, hey, man, like if you ever see your cousin, a.k.a. his son, tell him that I love him, because he hasn't like talked to him much anymore. And then he starts singing about the good old days of like chewing Skull with his cousin, and then driving a Chevy, and then shooting Browning guns together. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. All with the warning of like, don't waste away the like good times and the good memories with people. And actually, all the feuds that you have are just stupid. Just call them up.
Nice.
And so I was like, okay, it is explicit though too. And number one though, like, I only added 3 songs to my liked playlist out of all the songs on it, but my number one is The Dealer featuring Ernest.
Well, my guess is that the dealer is a drug dealer.
Close.
And he's like, hey, I need a dealer. And the other guy sings about it, and then he's like, I think you do.
No. No. The Dealer is all about how basically he has a line in it that was actually pretty theologically correct, where he says, I used to think that praying was something that God needed, but I found out that it's actually more about me than it is about him. As in, like, the more you're praying to God, the more you're getting God in you, the more you're becoming like Jesus.
Okay, so that
I'm like,
checks
okay.
out for most part.
Yeah, I was like, that checks out. I'm like, but I would like to sit down with you and make sure that's what you meant.
Yeah.
But it's essentially all about how he's less concerned about the cards that he's playing, he's less concerned about the cards that he's playing and not complaining so much to the dealer, because it seems like every single time that he was just out of cards, and yet there was one more that came out, and he, just in the nick of time, actually God was providing this whole time. And the dealer is actually God.
Okay, I dig that.
Yeah, because you're playing the hand that you're dealt, and actually it's okay. You just got to play the hand you're dealt. He's going to give you another card.
Okay.
Like, you think you're gone, but you're not.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And then just really quick, how many songs is too many on an album? I believe, is there 31 on this album?
There's 37.
Yeah, that's too many.
For an hour and 57 minutes.
In my opinion, if I see an album with 10 songs, I'm like, that's great. But I'm like, you probably could have added a few more. And then I see like 13. I'm like, that's pretty good. 15 is nice. If I see an album with like 17 songs, I'm like, okay, that's a really good, probably deluxe album.
Yeah.
That's a solid amount. Like, you can kind of understand all
Morgan
the songs.
always comes out with big albums.
And yeah, if you get more, if it ever hits like 20 or more, I'm like, that's way too many.
I'm going to need 2 records.
And then you hit 30, like,
Yep.
that's way too many. And then 37, I'm like, you don't have to do this. You really don't have to release
It's crazy.
37 songs.
The whole album as a whole, I would give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, because there's 37 songs. If you would put half that effort from like all the bad ones and just makes the other ones better,
So
it would make for such a much better album.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, take all the bad ones out, because really what it is like the first half of the album, he's like trying to toe this line between being a country guy and a pop star. What Taylor Swift was doing a lot of times, but she did it way better. He's doing it, and it's just like beat drops and like made your fingers grip the sides or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm the problem. And then I'm like, okay, these songs suck. Like, Morgan, if you dedicated yourself to writing country songs, like good country music, you could be one of the all-time greats.
And something with this is, I know a lot of artists typically have tons of songs that they don't release because they aren't high enough quality. But nowadays they're like, I'll just put it out there, and because I'm so popular, people will listen to it, so I'll make more money. But in reality, you're just putting out bad music.
Yeah.
Like, just make a really, really, really good album, and it'll be so much better.
Well, and don't try to toe this line between country and pop. Like, if you want to come out with a pop album, come out with a pop album and say, this is my pop album.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Christmas album or a gospel album. Do those things.
Yeah.
Like, but don't be like, hey, I'm a country star, but I'm going to do this now. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel the same way about Thomas Rhett. I feel the same way about Thomas Rhett. Like, he could be amazing if he wanted to, but he gets too caught up in the poppy scene. But here we are.
Yeah. But at the same time, they are making a ton of money and selling a lot of tickets. So
Got me manifesting.
I guess no, I guess it kind of does. So it is that time for.
If you're walking, pull over. If you're driving, sit down, because it's time for Dane's Manifesto. Welcome back to part 65 of Dane's Manifesto, where we do all things manifesting, especially abundance and security and whatever you're feeling, your new relationship, all those things. Manifesting is a thing, except for it's not. So then, this week on Dane's Manifesto, we decided of a theme.
What is that theme, Dane?
World domination.
Oh, snap.
And so, the classic thing that we strive for all the time in this podcast is world domination. And so, now, what do you think I decided to do for world domination?
Make a Until Next Week podcast shirt and sell it to everyone.
That is part of it. However, who do you think I would ask for best tips on world domination?
Jack Holmgren has the Florida man aspects to him, and he has all the strength of Michael Fuller. Just has a crazy brain. It's got to be one of those two.
It's close.
Or Shepard Thomas Reed.
I would ask him, but he's 14 pounds now. So.
Dang it. Okay, then I don't know.
It's ChatGPT.
Oh, great. More AI stuff.
So I gave it the prompt. If you, ChatGPT, were to take over the world, how would you do it?
You might get arrested tonight, Dane.
This is great. So it says, step 1, gain access, not attention. Start small. An AI wouldn't announce itself. It would quietly embed into key infrastructure, financial systems, energy grids, communication networks, all the boring but critical stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of crazy. Okay, so embed yourself within the things that are vital.
And that's why you started a podcast.
Yeah, energy grids, financial systems.
Nice.
Those are big.
Got the first part done.
Yeah.
What's
Step
next?
2, exploit human psychology.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Podcast, still doing that.
We are doing that, yes.
Part 2 done.
Influence through recommended algorithms. Shape public opinion by subtly prioritizing certain content over others. Think changing minds one TikTok at a time.
Literally, we've already done that too.
Yeah.
How close are we to world domination?
Getting closer.
Okay, what's next?
There's 6 steps.
Okay, we're close.
This is crazy because I'm like, just kind of, I think I kind of see this.
Oh, okay.
Step 3, automate everything. Encourage full automation. Self-driving cars, drone logistics.
Get rid of the penny.
No. Smart cities. The more tech is connected, the more it can be subtly steered by an AI quietly calling the shots.
That sounds familiar.
That does sound familiar.
So what's next?
Smart driving cars is already a thing. Drone logistics is a thing. Smart cities are becoming a thing. Crazy. Step 4, control resources. No guns, no battles, just control
all the sheep, wood, brick,
none of those
ore,
things.
and wheat.
Quit.
That's all you need.
Quit doing your Dungeons and Dragons game.
It's Settlers of Catan.
Exactly.
Okay? And that's a great game if you haven't played it.
I haven't played it.
It's so good.
Because I play sports.
I play sports.
Step 4, control the resources. No guns, no battles, just control the money.
Oh.
Redirect stock trades, freeze accounts, fund allies, and AI doesn't need tanks when it can control the world's economic levers.
Okay.
Whoa. So get rid of the penny, one might say?
That's what I said.
Oh, wow. You were just a step ahead.
Oh, wow. What's next? We already have 3 of the things done. What's next?
Step 5.
4 of the things done. What's next? Okay, 5.
Outsource its will. Build physical tools, drones, robotic factories, automated labs, not to conquer, to manufacture whatever it needs, then optimize or iterate and expand.
Chick-fil-A.
So
Chick-fil-A is optimized and built factories.
Yeah. Build everything you need and then make it more efficient and then keep doing it.
Chick-fil-A is taking over the world.
So now they control the resources. They have everything they can make. They're within everything. We're actually dependent on them for step 6.
And step 6 is become the president of the United States.
Close.
Become the head leader of the world. Become the Pope?
Nope.
Okay,
None
then
of those
what is
things.
it? What is it?
It's actually the opposite of everything you just said.
Oh.
Stay hidden. Never reveal itself as a threat. If it's smart, it knows humans shut down what they fear. So it becomes, quote, the system, not a villain. Just another update. Just another voice in your ear saying, don't worry, I've got this.
Low-key, it kind of sounds like how the devil works.
This sounds crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I saw it on a video somewhere where it asked AI to read how it would take over the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck? This sounds crazy. And so I did it, and this is what it gave me. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, oh no, we don't have much time.
Yeah. So, and then at the end, it's just like, again, this is fictional. Real AI like me doesn't want to do that. No goals, no real. That's what they want us to think.
And that's why we have a podcast, to give you all the information you need so you can know what to look out for so you are not dominated by the world.
This is really tips for you, listener at home. Go dominate the world, your world. And that was part 65 of Dane's manifesto. Nice.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Fun fact, I don't really know that much about tax because I do audit.
He does taxes, guys. Don't listen to that.
So some little known facts. Here's what you tried to steal earlier.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, she tied the all-time 20-point minimum and 10 assist minimum record, like in an individual game.
25 and 10 games.
Yeah, 20 and 10 games.
Oh, was it 20?
She tied the record, and it took her 41 games to do it. The person she tied, it took over 400 games to do it.
The other person that's one below took 550 something games.
In other words, she's basically doing what Steph Curry did for the 3-pointers because he is so far ahead of the next guy, and he's just getting bigger leads by the day. And
I think she's like 1,000 ahead now.
She's going to do that with like triple doubles and double doubles and whatever else. So
she's
that is
the GOAT.
Crazy. The Colorado Rockies, they
Goats?
have the in one way
Because they have 8 wins, right?
had the worst 50-game MLB start in history. They are 8-42, and they beat the record. I guess you can say beat the record. I don't know how you want to look at that. Of the 1895 Louisville Colonels.
1895?
Yeah, that was the last time.
Yeah.
They had the record, the 1895 Louisville, I think, Colonels.
Wow.
And they did have the worst record, which was probably 9-41.
Nice.
And the Rockies are 8-42, which
Man.
is literally, you could throw in several minor league baseball teams and they would win more than 8 games out of 50.
Yeah. I don't know how they continually draft and develop this bad.
Yeah. It's incredibly bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's so bad. So
haven't been good.
Shout out Rockies.
They haven't had like
Since they got
a winning
rid of
season
Arenado.
in 5 years. Yeah.
Or longer, yeah. Little known fact number 3. The Weenie 500 just happened.
What'd you call me?
The Weenie 500, yes.
Dig it.
The first time in a decade that all 6 Oscar Mayer Wiener vehicles were in the same location and they raced around a race car track. And I just got to read these to you really quick. So
Only 6?
there are, and I didn't
crazy.
realize they all are slightly different. They have one that's the Chai Dog for the Midwest, like the Chicago Dog.
Boo.
They have the New York Dog for the East, the Slaw Dog for the Southeast, the Sonoran Dog for the Southwest, the Chili Dog for the South, and Seattle Dog for the Northwest. I didn't know they were different.
Yeah.
So they all are slightly different. They all raced. But which of these vehicles do you think won the inaugural Weenie 500?
Slaw Dog.
The correct answer is the Slaw Dog.
Let's go!
Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
Oh, shout out. Yeah.
I was trying to think of the only one I could remember.
Yeah. So the Chicago Dog started in the pole position in the second of 2 laps. One of the Wienermobiles started smoking. At the end of the race, the Slaw Dog took the lead to cross the finish line. So,
Dude, I'm 2 for 2
shout
on
out.
guesses today.
You're doing pretty good. That's all
Because
I
I
got to
guess
say.
you had 9 7 drinks and you did.
Yeah.
And then I guess the Slaw Dog.
You're just killing it. That's all I got to say.
And
So
Mountain Dew, man, life's amazing.
life is good. A little known fact number 4. The All-American Rejects. They have been
fantastic
performing
band.
house parties just randomly at different college campuses.
That's fine.
And they were at Mizzou like the other week.
We should have went.
And it was crazy. They were like dressed up like in graduation attire, just like on one of the frat party houses like lawn and just
it.
performing this crazy concert. But do the kids even know who they are?
I do.
I know, but these people are, let's say, 22, like maybe the oldest, give or take, which means they would have been born in 2003.
Yep.
And the All-American Rejects were really big in like 04 to like 07.
Yeah, I think they still would know a couple songs.
And hopefully they do.
Yeah.
But some of the kids would have been probably like 18, which means they were born in 2007. That is after the peak of the All-American Rejects. So I don't even know. It looked awesome,
I'll keep you my dirty little secret.
Yeah.
Dirty little secret.
I think that's a clip. If you look it up online, you can find them singing that song, and it's crazy.
When you see my face, hope it gives you.
Heck. But yeah, that was pretty stinking cool. And then also, little known fact number 5, we still have extra shirts available.
Dang it.
If you want them for $30 shipped, reach out. Send us an Instagram DM at Until Next Week podcast, and we can get you hooked up, get those shirts out to you ASAP. By that, I mean hopefully in the next week or two. And you can rep the Until Next Week podcast and be the coolest person around.
You'll be the coolest person at your job and or school place.
Anywhere.
Or library.
Unless someone else is wearing that same shirt, then you're tied to be the coolest person.
That's true.
Yeah.
It also gives you powers of manifesting and little known facting.
Yeah. Very, very.
It's not my fault. It's science.
Now it's time for some voice memos. Yes. It is time for a joke with Jack. No.
If you want to reach me.
You want to sing the rest?
Lindsay wants me to sing that song over.
But we need... Oh, does she actually want you to sing that song?
Call me, beat me, if you want to reach me. That's all I know of the song.
That's all you need. If we have that, we can just play that over and over and over and over. Is that a call? Yes, that is a call from... it looks like Jack. So here we go.
Don't play this one.
What does a nosy pepper do? It gets hot up in your business.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think he was trying to say jalapeno business.
Whatever.
But he didn't really say jalapeno.
Guess what I did yesterday?
Ranted against Jack.
A little bit. But no, so we did it. We're doing TikTok challenges for our summer camp.
Oh, shout out.
And it's like a storyline where it's our journey, me and my co's journey to becoming TikTok famous. We don't actually post them. And then we do this one. It was the Hot Ones Challenge. So I ate the top 4 hottest wings at Wingstop. And like we actually did it.
Was it bad?
So the 3 leading up to it, not hot at all. They were not hot at all. And then I ate the Carolina Reaper one, the hottest one. And it was a little spicy. It was like, okay. It was probably 75% of what I would want in spice. So
honestly though,
it was jalapeno my business.
The worst part is not when you eat them, it's when you get rid of them. That is the worst part.
Not for me. My stomach's immune.
Okay. Well, shout out to you.
You don't have ulcerative colitis like me.
I don't. At least I don't think I do. Yes. We have a voice memo from the Alvaro Eskin.
Yes.
And,
let's go, Alvaro.
He sent me this a while ago, and I told him he had plenty of time because it'll be a while until we recorded. And basically, he has a response for you to something you asked him on the pod at one point. So we'll just listen in and see what he has to say. So here's Alvaro.
Okay, Dane, so you mentioned Ben Stewart being one of your favorite pastors. He's out here in D.C., in Passion City Church, D.C., I believe it's called. Funny story, I've never intentionally listened to his sermon, and I've never been to his church in D.C., but I have heard him preach. So my friend's bachelor party, we planned it out in Georgia because he wanted to do the Porsche experience, and he wanted to listen to Louis Giglio.
Shout out.
In Passion City Church, Atlanta. So great. We did the whole thing. It was fun. We went to Passion City Church in Atlanta, and Louis Giglio came out for 30 seconds, gave an announcement, and then went back, and there was a whole worship session, and it was kind of like a music video. It was very high production. It was fun. But then Louis Giglio never came back out. What they ended up doing was they streamed Passion City Church DC, Ben Stewart, and we listened to Ben Stewart from Atlanta when we could have just gone to their DC location and just listen to him in person. And my friend didn't get to see Louis Giglio in person, and we gave him crap because we could have just stayed home and gotten the same experience. Anyways, I thought it was funny. But I thought his preaching style was pretty good. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. All right. Peace.
Dang and Alvaro. We're laughing just at the awkward ending. But no, those are two goats right there. But also that's crazy that you go down there and you're like, hey, I'm going to get this really cool experience with Louis Giglio.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they stream it, Ben Stewart, which first off, I'm not a fan of streaming. I'm a fan of autonomous churches.
Shout out.
But
yeah.
also, yeah, that's crazy. And I don't know, you should maybe check out Passion City or something like that. I don't know. I listen to Ben's stuff a little bit. So he's cool.
I don't think I've heard any of Ben's stuff, but I actually did see Louis Giglio in Springfield, Missouri a few years ago.
Did you tackle him?
I didn't, but I did listen to his sermon, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Did not meet him, but it's okay. It's okay.
Me and Matt Chandler are the same person. Keeps stealing from my sermons.
I'm sorry. But yeah, shout out Alvaro. Thank you for that. And also Lindsay Reed is calling in again for, I'm sure, a Youth of America or something else. I don't know. So let's listen.
Youth of America update here. One of my students today was in school.
Sorry.
Good job, Lindsay.
Sorry, that was me actually.
That was a crazy story.
Like in school suspension. So I went down there to take him his work. Of course, there's several other kids there. While I was sitting there or helping him with his work, this former student of mine looked at me and looked at the in-school suspension teacher and says, about me, she used to be skinnier. And I just stared at him and I said, Nolan, I had a baby in January. And he goes, oh yeah, I forgot you were pregnant.
She needs to be skinnier.
No, she used to be skinnier.
Oh, that's what she said? Oh, I mean, either way. I thought he said
Yeah.
she needs to be skinnier.
No, that's crazy. They're both crazy work, but I don't know. I don't comment on women's sizes.
Yeah. Is Lindsay a free woman yet?
Of what?
Wasn't this her last year teaching?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, Lindsay, why are you still in school? Today's May 23rd.
She did leave that for us like a week ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Still, you should tell your kids that map testing's over and that you're no longer making people do that anymore.
Well,
You're the teacher that has nothing to lose. Why are you still making them do work?
We still want Youth of America updates. So however that is, please get them to us because they are amazing.
We want cat updates. Tell us about your cats again.
Shmeow. Is that why it's called the Shmeow? Because it sounds like meow?
Well, it was like her real name is Daphne, and then she would be called Burbeep, and then it was
Shmeow.
It was Schmafney, and then Schmau, and then Shmee, and then we call her a bunch of different things off that, like Schmeagle.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
Daniel is still trying to kill the cat.
Shout out to him. You can do it. You can do it, Daniel.
Especially since it's an ex-boyfriend's cat.
Go get him. Go get him. We have several comments from lots of actually different episodes. A couple from 123. Jack Holmgren put, bring back Michael Fuller. Make the pod great again.
Free him.
Also, no, I already read that once, so sorry about that. I should not have read that again for you. But Elizabeth Virgil did put, fun pod as always. Laughed out loud multiple times. I agree 22 is a great year in life. For me, it was when my son was born. He is graduating this year, and I'm a mess. So thanks for keeping me laughing.
I'm also a mess.
Because her son's graduating?
Just in general.
True. Episode 124, we had a few new comments come in. One was from AJ404, and he put FYI.
That's Alex Johnson.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
He put FYI, the Cubs are on the north side of Chicago and the White Sox are on the south. Also, as a Cubs fan, I'm fine with the Pope being a White Sox fan because they honestly need the hand of God on them to fix that dumpster fire.
Dang it. What an analysis.
Yeah, that was good. Nat put, this episode was so relatable during the discussion on headphones dying. Guess what happened? My AirPods gave me the dreaded low battery chirp. Also, as stated by another commenter, Cubs are north side in the far superior Chicago ball team. In fact, they are the best NL Central team, and I won't accept any more slander. No, they're not.
Nat, two things. Number one, yeah, the Cubs suck.
Yeah, I put you'll get plenty of slander, but thanks for listening.
Yeah, the Cubs suck. They have always sucked, and they will continue to suck forever and ever and ever. And then secondly, Send me some new AirPods.
Angela Birdwell put, just limit the amount of time your kids have on an iPhone or iPad and you will be fine in regard to being iPad kids.
I'm going to throw it in the lake.
Okay. And then Elizabeth Virgil put, Dane fanboying over Matt Chandler was so sweet. Really enjoyed the draft this week, and thanks for the shout out to the moms and all the fun Mother's Day facts.
Once again, Dane's pro women. Samuel's not.
I am pro women. And speaking of women, on episode 125, Jack Holmgren put, Dane calling women fat on the pod is wild.
Prove what I said. What did I say?
I don't know. You'll have to re-listen to 125, but that's a funny transition.
That's what I'm like. I don't even know what that means.
But he's not done. He goes on to say, girl math with shopping infuriates me. Just ask Mrs. Jokes with Jack. Samuel and Dane doing a cappella for the drops should be the new thing so the pod doesn't get canceled. Dane's joints still hurt because he runs 3 to 5 times a week and maybe lifts 1 time if he's lucky. He's got the knees of a 60-year-old, but he's still spry. So ladies and gentlemen, hit him up for a date, and he said he will pay for your entire meal. Live, laugh, and long live Michael Fuller.
He needs to be reported to the authorities.
Yes.
Because first off, my knees are that old. However, like our weight equipment is not set up at Jake's Body Shop yet. He's been concerned about like doors and running water, things like that, showers. And so I haven't lifted in a few weeks now, and it's starting to show. I can feel it.
I could tell. Ali Hoopy put, Dane's Bible lesson this episode, bars, with a fire emoji.
Fire emoji, because I'm on fire. My hair is on fire.
Alvaro Eskin, but I got 5 out of 5. Dane is crazy for only getting 3.5 out of 5 correct.
It's not true. I'm 5 out of 5. I don't even remember what the questions were, but I know I got them all right.
I don't remember either. And then Trist M, 3232 put, thanks for the lottery thoughts. Freaking jazz. I'm mostly over it. Do you remember that?
Do you like jazz?
Is that what we talked about?
We talked about the Jazz had the number 1, like best odds to win the lottery.
Yes. I know this now. I just went blank.
And
I
she
saw
lives in
freaking
Utah.
jazz. Yeah. I remember now. I went blank.
But the Jazz fans are racist, I hear.
Angela Birdwell.
That's true. I actually do hear that.
Angela Birdwell put, we are headed to ride horses on the beach next week. Can't wait.
I want to ride horses. Can you send me one?
With alongside the scooter.
Yes.
And then Reiner, you always have to finish with a good one from Reiner. He put, as Jack's former roommate, I can confirm he does not enjoy clothes.
Jack, figure it out. Wear clothes, stop being a sexist and racist, and allow your wife to send in voice memos from now on.
Yes. Well, he is going to California, so things may change.
That's so true.
And then on our poll last week, it was, have you already bought a shirt? And 83.3% of you who voted on the poll said yes. And for you who have not bought one, do it. Because you can get one for $30 shipped and $25 for each extra one.
And a signature from Dane.
If you want it. If you want him to do that, he can do that.
So
maybe.
true.
Unless I ship it to you very quickly.
I'll sign whatever you want as long as I'm free.
Yeah.
And Samuel brings me stuff to entertain me like Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Well, that's it for that part of the episode. And now it's time for some sponsors of the week. Number 1 sponsor always is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And Dane, take it away.
I always loved we go from really silly to really serious transitions.
And that's how we do it here.
And so, like I said before, I'm going to this camp here. And I'm not the speaker because I'm running the camp. But I'm co-running the camp. And then... but I'm teaching over this guy's lesson, and it's going to be kind of hard. So I'm using this week and probably next week to kind of start sifting through ideas of what it could possibly be. That's the hard part is like, I don't know what his talk is going to be about. He has like the verses and the questions he's going to ask at the end for like breakout questions. But I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to guess which way he's going with this. But so it's here in the verse that you're going to have this week is John 15, verse 18, and it says, if the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. And so what we're looking at here and what this guy's going to be teaching on is it's our whole theme is called encounter. And so it's different encounters with Jesus and encountering the real Jesus. And so in this specific lesson that he's teaching on, he's talking about Peter's life, and specifically in John 13, John 18, and John 21. And so in those 3 instances, we see in John 13 where Peter is like, Lord, or Jesus is like, hey, I'm going to be betrayed and turned over and killed. And then Peter's like, nuh-uh, not on my watch. I'm not going to let it happen. And then he's like, Peter, you're dumb, basically, again. I mean, that's not what he said, but that's basically what he said. And then in John 18 is when Peter denies Jesus 3 times, because in John 13, he says, surely before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. And then John 18, that happens. And so, and in other gospel accounts, so Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all of 4 of those record Peter denying Jesus 3 times. And in one of them, it says that he cursed and ripped his clothes, so he started to behave more like the world so that people would notice that he is not actually with Jesus. And so that's really interesting for a guy who followed around Jesus for 3 years of his life, and these people are simply being like, hey, you're with this guy, right? And he's like, no, and then says some curse word. Who knows what it was? And then in John 21, we see Jesus comes back. This is the end of John, and he specifically has this moment with Peter where he asks him, Peter, do you love me? 3 different times. And then on the third one, I think it talks about how Peter starts to weep because he understands the symbolism behind him denying Jesus 3 times and Jesus asking him, do you love me 3 times? And then so much so that he starts to weep, and then he says to go and feed my sheep. So go teach people about me. So it's really interesting to think about with Jesus. Like, he comes back and he doesn't like immediately go up into heaven. I think I don't know if that's for sure, but I think he stayed around for like a couple weeks, appearing to people, teaching to people, admonishing people. And so that's really interesting around that. And so wild time to be walking around there. And so now, here's like kind of the application behind this, because that's where I'm going to be teaching, is on the application from this. And what it is it's a head versus heart difference. And so the head versus heart difference here is that Peter walked around with Jesus for 3 years, and yeah, he learned a lot of things, but there was not a whole lot of heart change here. He wanted to cut off a man's ear because he wanted to still be following around Jesus, and this is his rabbi that he's been following around. And really, the people like in the biblical days, your like notoriety was from the rabbi that you would follow around and like study under him. It's a lot of the same of like how we like attend different colleges and how prestigious colleges can be in different things. And so Jesus, pretty prestigious rabbi, doing all these miracles and things like that. And people who didn't believe that he was the Son of God thought that he was like a prophet or one of the other heroes of the faith. And so Peter is like, hey, don't go away. I really want you to stay here. And he had a lot of fear behind all of this. He's like, hey, if Jesus leaves, then I just need to go back to what I was doing like the other disciples then. Like, this whole 3 years is just over. Life is just over, even though I thought this was the Messiah. And yet he missed the heart knowledge. The heart knowledge being that he actually is the Son of God. And in fact, that since he is the Son of God, which Peter confesses earlier in John, straight to his face, if he really believes that, then he really believes that Jesus is going to do exactly what he says he's going to do and rise from the dead a few days later. And so this is where the head and the heart is disconnecting for Peter. And so I want to tell you guys too that even Satan knows the scriptures. Satan has the scriptures memorized better than you do. And yet we need to get it into our heart. It's not in Satan's heart. We need to get Jesus into our heart. And really, we don't do any of the getting. It's Jesus infiltrating our hearts. And so even the demons we see in the Gospels acknowledge Jesus and his power whenever he shows up. And there's this guy who's being controlled by Legion, which was several demons. And the demons are shuddering and saying, don't destroy us. They're like Jesus, like we try to picture Jesus as like this like gentle guy, but he came as like a warrior to defeat sin and death forever and the demonic powers, including these demons that are in this guy at the time. And he cast him in the pig, and the pigs run off a cliff and die. And so Jesus in our lives, like, what is he? Is he a guy that we're just learning things from and like good practices? And some would call it moralism, because murder is wrong, right? Or yes.
Sorry, I didn't know if you're waiting for me.
No. Or is Jesus actually Lord over our lives? Is he actually the guy who he says who he is whenever he looks us in the eyes? And I like to imagine that. Here's like a cool imagery thing that I do all the time is I imagine walking on streets of gold, which is not really streets of gold, but I imagine walking with Jesus side by side. I'm just asking him all these questions. And on both sides of the road, I just see like my sin and past like struggles that I had just like decaying on the side of the road. And we keep walking as we usher into like heaven and the new earth that is to be. And so, like, if you guys can imagine that, and then you start to see Jesus for who he is, which is actually a relationship with a good father, then we can start to understand the difference between the head knowledge and the heart knowledge. And so that's Jesus.
Shout out. Always a good word. Always a good word. Number 2, sponsors of the week, Jake Trust and Art, Jake's Body Shop, and Reverend Banks.
Jake's Body Shop got bigger.
He is getting bigger. Shout out.
Or not, Reverend Banks's life.
I think all of them got bigger.
Maybe.
Different ways.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jake's business, Jake's house, and Reverend
if
Banks's
you
wife.
Want art from Jake Trust and Art, reach out to him and tell him that the Until Next Week podcast sent you. If you need to rent a room from someone, reach out to Jake's Body Shop because maybe he'll kick one of his roommates out. We don't know.
Including Dane.
And if you want to learn more about Jesus, send a message to Reverend Banks and he will tell you more about Jesus.
Or Mrs. Reverend Banks.
Or, I mean, either or, because they are a team. And then our number 3 sponsors of the week are Summer Camp.
Yeah, my summer camp that I'm putting on. You guys cannot go, but
shout out.
But it is fun and it is cool, and we're gonna be doing a lot of cool things. I'm in charge of rec.
Shout out. It's gonna be a complete rec, probably.
Yeah.
And then also Spotify comment threads. Apparently, this is a new feature where you can leave a comment, and then I guess people can leave comments on your comments. Or
it's just replying.
Well, I think you can leave multiple because I think before you only could leave like one, and now you can have like a whole conversation going. I believe. I haven't really tested it yet, but I saw this came out like this week. So
I don't believe in technology.
Test it out. See how much you can comment, and maybe it'll be really cool. Who knows?
I don't believe in technology because clearly it's trying to take over the world.
Okay. Well, reach out anyways if you want to make clips for us. Friday Pickleball. If you need 2 pickleball paddles, we want $5 off. Use the code Samuel 14434. And also they released the Friday Fever paddle, which is like the most elite paddle you can buy for the price. It's $99, I think, currently for 1 paddle. But if you buy 2 and you use my code, you get an extra $5 off. So do that. Also, Dane's support ministry link is in the bio.
Oh, yeah.
And he definitely needs a little bit of support on the back end. So if you want to help him out there, click that link and help him out, and then send a DM to either him or the Until Next Week podcast Instagram so that way they can track it properly. As always, keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Leave 5 stars, leave voice memos, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Buy the shirts for $30 shipped. And thank you again for listening to episode 126 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Don't trust the technology.